Now look at those mountains out to sea. They're huge. They go pretty far out there. They're high up too. That's incredible. Here's the Holiday Riviera right here. Looks a different look here, really white, painted all white like that, gray on the bottom part. Looks like they're maybe be painting the bottom part. I don't know. They got it prepped or something, I'm not sure. And you got the Delphi up here. Vince Neil, singer of Motley Crue, used to live here. The Delphi. So my roommate sold him that Pantera he crashed right out here. And from Germeroff Motors. That's where he worked, Craig Germeroff. And not long after, then he got in the crash out here. He had the drummer, he lived in these apartments here, the Delphi. He had the drummer of Hanoi Rocks. Poor man's Porsche, the Carmen Ghia. As a passenger, his passenger died. He tried to pull out and whip a turn in front of him. It's 5:30 a.m. There's no one on the streets. And but there's one car coming down that spot. He hit her, spun out, big accident in the middle of that spot. Happened to be my girlfriend, right? So my roommate sold him the car. He hits my girlfriend. Yeah, messed her legs up and stuff. And one of those deals, you know. So. Small world, you know. I lived on Esplanade. Vince Neil, singer of Motley Crue, lived in Esplanade. So he got a manslaughter charge. He had to serve 30 days in jail, basically. You pay a little extra and get a better scale jail, you know. It's alright. I mean, he messed up, you know, but he just got signed on a record label. He had $1 million in the bank. That was a lot back then. He felt on top of the world, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't see too many Carmen Ghias around. My brother Jay bought one off my mom's boyfriend at the time. He always kissed ass to my mom's boyfriends and stuff, and got a deal on it. Had it for about a week and a half, and he ran out of gas right before the off-ramp on the freeway. Instead of coasting off the off-ramp like I would have did, he parked it right by the off-ramp on the side. He got a gas can at the gas station, came back within 20 minutes. Someone had nailed it and just wiped it out. Swear to God, that was the end of that, you know. So I can go to AAA tomorrow and get that, yeah. I got a AAA card. I'm a member of AAA, so. Well, I don't have to show my card, just my ID. If I don't have my card, or if they mailed it and I didn't get it, then I can order a new one. It doesn't cost anything, but they'll look me up and see I'm a member. It's good. You avoid DMV lines and red tape. Makes things much easier, you know. Been a member of them on and off since 2021, mostly on. I raised my kids on Esplanade. I've been working since I was 12 years old. I had my first studio apartment when I was 18 in Manhattan Beach on 2nd Street. At that point I worked 2 jobs. I worked running a lathe, and I also worked down the street at Music Plus in Manhattan on like 6th Street in Sepulveda there. Sepulveda's like PCH over there. And in high school, in the 11th grade, I worked at Shakey's there on PV Boulevard and Prospect, or Torrance Boulevard there where they meet, that one. And so forth. I've always had a job. Worked at Toys R Us, Oro Wheat, Sears. I worked at running a lathe. I became a foreman of a painting company early on. I did sales from a young, always the top salesman wherever I worked. So I'm good with people, an expert with people, and I've always passed all records. If the place has been in business 15 years, I always surpassed every record, you know what I mean? Within half a week, I'd already sold more than anyone that's ever worked there, you know? So it's always been like that. I've always had a home, job, and, you know, a place to live. Raised my kids on Esplanade. Managed oceanfront property on Esplanade, and managed property on Avenue H. I lived on Avenue H and managed Esplanade before I even moved in there. Eventually moved in there. I'm going to stop this video here. There's Kincaid's there. It's a windy day. It died down from how windy it was earlier. The horseshoe. As a kid, people used to lay out there. By the time you're in the 4th grade, though, it's not good. By the time you're in the 5th grade, you don't want to go to Horseshoe. You're, you know, only, it's just not the happening spot if you're from Redondo. It's when you're before the 4th grade and back, it's okay. As you get older,